Hello, good morning. At least good morning for me. Greetings. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're all doing good. So I just thought I'd get on and do do some more sample readings for today. If you'd like to book something a little bbit more in depth, you can go and schedule something on my website, which is right here below me here, www.psychicshaman333.com. But I think we're going to start this off with a little bit of sage and kind of cleanse the energy, right? Some of us may be feeling a lot of stress right now and anxiety, depression. So I'm just going to light this sage and smudge that energy into clarity, into calm, into balance. Allow this smoke to heal, to neutralize any of that negativity that may be kind of bearing down on us right now. Give us clarity, give us patience to observe and take the right action when needed, but not take actions in haste. Send love to every one of you out there. Be well, everybody. Good health, mentally, emotionally, physically. May your souls shine through this reality, in this life that we live, in this speck of a life that we're living right now. This is just one tiny little glimpse this lifetime is to a soul. So sharing my love with you, my healing, my positive energy. Amen. Aho. So how's everybody doing? Please share this out. Thank you for being here. If you don't like the page yet or haven't liked my page yet, please, or my channel, please like the channel and hit the bell for notifications for future content and live streams. So how's everybody doing? I'm going to give it a minute to people to share out a little bit before I start answering questions, but hello, Sandy. How are you? Still burning. Hello, Susan. I've got to keep looking at this camera because I'm using an external camera, so I've got to remind myself. Happy Sunday, Kathy. Thank you for liking and subbing, Ricky. All right, you guys ready to get to it? I think I'm ready. Give a few readings here. Let's start with the first one. How does Jay feel about me? I'm a Pisces. Have we talked about him before, Ricky? Have you been here before? You seem familiar, but I'm not sure. Nah. Speak of the devil, Nadine. Just kidding. And what do you say?
Speak of the devil, and if you don't appear, there's something wrong with the atmosphere.
Speak of the devil, and if you don't appear, then there's something wrong with the atmosphere. That was the first time I heard it. Norma was the first one to let me know about that added part. I never heard that until I met her. So, Ricky Brooks. Let's see what's going on with Jay. All right, so you got the Vision Quest card. Let me see. Hold it up here. You got the Vision Quest card. What that tells me, if you can pay attention, it's like there's obstructions in the way, but this is beauty, right? So you're paying attention to the beauty along the way, but there is something kind of blocking you, and I feel like a lot of it has to do with not trusting your instincts, not trusting your visions, right? Not trusting what you already feel about this relationship, and I think a lot of that can come down to just doubting, maybe from past relationships, or just doubting because of actions taken by him, or maybe not enough attention paid. But it does feel like there's the universe is asking you to look deep within. As far as to your question, how does he feel about you? I feel like there's a connection. However, I feel like he's kind of, as much as there's a connection, there's a disconnection here too. Like I feel like he kind of keeps things in a certain place, right? Where you're kind of wanting to know if things are going to move forward. I feel like they can, but this card is and Spirit is basically asking you to look deeper, pay attention to your visions, even if they're not ones that you like to see or agree with. Which, trust me, I don't agree with a lot of the visions I get for myself either, but they're usually right. 99.9% of the time, they're right. The only reason they usually aren't is when I start overanalyzing them. So taking that first initial vision and processing that, and not allowing your, fear and overanalyze the fear and kind of get stuck there in the obstruction, right? You're paying, instead of that beautiful sunlight, and things are kind of cloudy, which is good, but the sun's always shining through, but you can kind of see the sun peeking through there. And the obstructions would be the cliffs. So you're not quite at the stage where you want to push it yet. You want to still observe. You want to still kind of watch and see how things work. I do feel like there is a connection here, romantically. However, does he have enough? Like, does he feel like if he's? I feel like inconsistencies here with him. Like, I feel like he's not consistent with romantic relationship, or that kind of romantic commitment you're looking for. Not yet, but this card is telling you to be patient and continue to observe. All right, who is next? Why didn't Shavana text Treese back? Okay, let's check it out. This is for J Silk 87. You guys have a good weekend. I hope so. Given the circumstances we're all, dealing with. Try not to let the fear get to you. Of course, pay attention, but let's try to keep things calm. We have that collective consciousness going on, so when one group starts to feel that fear a lot, everybody starts to feel it. So we're all feeling it. We're all connected to it. So what do we want to put out there into the ether? The collective consciousness, right? Start thinking about that. All right, J Silk. I feel like before the cards even pulled, I'm going to give you what I'm seeing as games being played. There does seem to be kind of a back and forth going on here. It seems very flirtatious, but also seems very it can turn into very manipulative type of connection. So a nature spirit is what I got with yours. So really, in this situation, I feel like as far as to the question you have, sorry about that. As far as the question that you had, as far as why didn't Shavana text Treese back? I feel like they've taken a step back, kind of tried to put it back, bring everything back to basics, right? Like, I feel like they've had to, understandable. People have had to shift their lives around, which we're going to continue to have to do that. I don't feel like it's something you should take personal. I feel like it's something you want to just give some time, the next day or two. But I feel like Treese or Shabana is actually going through her own self-reflections right now. So she's kind of ignoring a few people, but this does seem to be somewhat of a kind of game being played. I mean, it's flirtatious, but it can cross the line really quick into manipulative. So, think that the feelings are pure, but I feel like, again, like there seems to be, I don't want to say lack of commitment, but more of just them not knowing what they're going to do. Like, I feel like there's some fear there. And this may be because Therese maybe have called some things to attention, Shabana, like called her out, that's kind of what I'm getting is it's almost like Therese sees through Shabana, certain games maybe. And so she's kind of avoiding her, Therese right now. All right, let's see here. Sorry, I'm just holding that card up. I'm going to pay attention. The next question here. You're welcome, Jay Silk. Well, thank you. I'll put that up. Nadine. Thank you very much. I respect you being here. I appreciate it. Much gratitude to you. Thank you all for being here. Carrie Chrisman, I haven't seen her for a while. How you doing, Carrie? Let's see, let me get the next questions here. I'll get you first, and then I got to go back up because I put you up. So too late now. If you want to find the next name, you just kind of tell me so I can kind of keep a focus a little bit more on each question. Oh, you did? Okay. I'm sorry, Jay Silk, to hear about your mother or missing your mother. I'm sure she's missing you as well. And she's not really missing you. I feel like she's more like very connected to you. Like even though you can't be physically connected, I feel like there's a deep connection there. So you need to listen. You got 2 questions. You're welcome. I'm just kidding. That's going to be, it'll take a little bit more time. We can do some of the medium work as well. But yeah, 1 question per person, please, so I can get everybody here. Just, you want a general message, purpose of calling, love. That's 3 different things. Well, purpose of calling, love. Let's see what comes up for you. We're just going to pull the card and see whatever message comes up for you, since kind of want to hit a couple of things at once. Here's the Dream Traveler. So you may have been experiencing dreams that have been very vivid, maybe not so good, and some very good. These messages seem to be bringing somebody new into the picture, like they're kind of slow dripping them to you, right? The Spirit's kind of showing you small little glimpses. So you are on kind of you're getting, I want to say probably about a year away. If I had to kind of interpret the timing and the way I'm seeing it, it looks like about a year before you meet this person. But I do feel like you want to pay attention to your dreams. This seems like a dark-haired man, skinny, tall, medium hair. Like I feel like he's got long hair on top, but kind of shorter back here. He's a little bit of a hippie, but he's very professional. Like I feel like he lives his life as a hippie, but he does have a professional career. Like I feel like he does have to dress somewhat nice. What was that? Yeah, I'm looking at the camera. Sorry. Oh, it doesn't look like I'm looking at the screen. Well, sometimes I am because I'm looking at the comments, but the message for you would be, basically paying attention to your dreams, paying attention to what's coming through. Have you been having dreams about somebody you don't really recognize? They're like glimpses. It's not like you'll be just hanging out with this person in your dream. But I do feel like it is somebody you haven't met yet. this does seem to be a new connection overall as well. So it does seem pretty exciting, like that adrenaline's going to kick in when you meet. Could turn into, it's, nerves and adrenaline are almost the same thing. But it does feel like right at first, like very nervous kind of connection, like both of you kind of fumbling, but it seems like a kind of a meet cute, right? So yours is, yeah, just pay more attention to your dreams, and maybe use a notepad, have a notepad by your bed. So when you wake up, yeah, how you feel, how, the smells that you remember, the feelings, the sights, all of it. Try to be as descriptive as possible as soon as you wake up. Because I feel, a lot of us will dream, but we don't remember a lot of our dreams, and we wake up and we don't remember. But then you're going to have those kind of dreams that are very vivid, lucid dreams almost. A lot of them will feel kind of, you'll still be dreaming. It won't be as lucid, but they'll be very vivid and able to remember as you wake up. But they will a lot of those details will dissipate within seconds. So make sure you're writing them down, and it will kind of give you a picture over time. If you keep that dream journal, you'll start to see patterns within that. But it will help right now. Mostly with loneliness. I feel like you've kind of been reinvigorated with hope. Even in these weird times, I feel like you have a lot of hope. You have a lot of ambition to live. And that's really one of those things that one of those good things that comes out of the bad. Silver lining, right? All right. Yeah, some disturbing dreams. Yeah, let me show you that. Kind of disturbing, but at the same time, I woke up. I had to shake it off, but I don't remember them. Yeah, because you were scared of them. Like, even the ones that are kind of scary, and they're kind of like, those dreams you have that like stick with you for at least like the next 24 hours until your next sleep cycle, right? Yeah, these are the kind of dreams like to expect, and that doesn't mean you're going to have them every day. But when you do have them, they will be very vivid and very, very profound. Just, you want to process that information. There's messages there. I feel like it is a lot about this is answering both of your questions. So, your life path, there's some, it doesn't have anything to do with, a lot of it doesn't have anything to do with love, or as a relationship, love relationship, right? It has to do more with your own growth. But I do feel like you're getting small glimpses of the new man coming into your life. You're very welcome. Bless you too. Oh yeah, I was just looking at that one, just making sure I didn't skip over anybody again. Yeah, the Shy Werewolf is next. If you're still here, Shy Werewolf, just drop a comment so I know you're still here. If not, I'll give you a couple of seconds before I move on, but yep, right there. All right. If you have a specific question, let me know. But if not, I can just give you a general, just to give you a card, and we can kind of read what the message is for you. Sorry, I know I'm not looking at the camera enough, but I keep looking at you. I'm like talking to the chat room. Oop, I didn't mean to put that one up. Let's see. But I could put it up. That's cool. So Nadine says, did the meditation last night with collective, could feel the influx of energy, huge shifting, dizziness, vibrating whole body. And yeah, Schumann off the charts. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty amazing when you can get a collective meditation going. You can definitely feel that energy. Just in here, you can feel the energy. All of us. All of our energies are kind of merging right now. And it spikes the energy, makes it more powerful. That's why it is about us. We are the power. There is no superhero. We are the ones that are going to make changes. The only ones that are going to make changes. All right. General? Okay. Well, welcome, Shy Werewolf. Thank you for being not so shy that you're able to ask a question. All right, you got the Wounded Healer. So what the Wounded Healer tells me about you is really taking a little bit more time for yourself. Have you been kind of the last 2-3 weeks just like really struggling to make sure everybody's okay and everybody's calm and everybody's at peace but you? Like everybody but you. The Wounded Healer is telling you right now it's time to kind of take some time to heal yourself, right? And through healing others, you do heal, but sometimes you got to take some time, maybe some meditation, maybe some of your own healing practices or your own healing techniques, using them on yourself. So really paying attention. This is at a practical level too, just really making sure you're giving yourself enough time to recharge. You're giving yourself enough time to come up for air. I was having this conversation with Helen, a woman I know that I've given readings to, and that's really the message is kind of similar for you. It's taking care of yourself and allowing yourself to kind of experience some lightheartedness, some fun sometimes. You have fun and it makes you happy to see other people happy. That is partly why we do it, right? But you need to make yourself happy as well. And doing that will make others happier as a ripple effect. It's like coming home every time we all meet. Yep. That's right. Oh. All right. Who's next? Did you see anybody that was next? Norma Perez. I already got her. I think. Oh, wait. No. Where is she? Thinking Nadine. Okay, let me find her. Is she up toward the top?
No, it's kind of weird.
Okay. Oops. There she is. But I can't find the question here. Way too far? Right there. There it is. All right, Norma. Your turn. See another Norma, honey.
There's not many of them. Where?
Oh, there used to be a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Norman and Norma. I know you were named after your grandpa, Norman. All right. Offerings. So what I get with offerings, excuse me, is this feels like it has a lot to do with things coming to you, but this seems more in knowledge. It seems more in like learning. So you may have kind of taken some time lately to for study or research or just kind of learning new things. And I think a lot of this stuff is like coming at you, like you're not seeking it. It's just like showing up, right? It's just kind of in your face. It's important to kind of disseminate all that information before sharing it with others, right? So I think you are a great teacher, but you want to make sure that you've processed a lot of the information that you're taking in before sharing it out or letting others know about it. You want to make sure that you have more knowledge in whatever specific or particular offering that you're giving or teaching that you're giving. You want to make sure that you have a good base there before kind of trying to explain it to people or utilizing it, right? So this could be just like techniques or things that you haven't put to practice yet. It's kind of telling you have these gifts, but you have to use them. And you are kind of being, the offerings part is partly showing, it's opening you up to that, to your gifts. It's like reawakening or reminding you. They've always been there. You've always known that, but I feel like you're getting a lot of reminders right now. That's what I'm picking up. So the message for you is to continue to learn, but process the information. Give yourself some time to process the information before utilizing it. So don't skip steps in this case. Hello, Christy. How are you? And how is your brother? Sunshine. Yeah, you can ask a question, Sunshine. Of course, that's what we're here for. Hello, Miriam. You're very welcome, Norma. I mean, we can go into it deeper. Like these are just basic, messages or quick answers. They're of course, we go into a lot more detail with things in a 20-minute reading. There's a few people that I've given readings to. I don't know how would you guys, we go a lot more into things, kind of find the root of the issue or the solution, to some issues. And love, whatever, life path, if we want to go look into that. If you want to learn how to use your gifts, I do that as well. I will start doing some things. And a lot of my readings that I do, the live readings, I do try to teach or tell you kind of how to access them, but we all have to find our own way, right? We all have our own rhythm. We all have our own vibration unique to us. I think that's what's most important is wherever you're comfortable or feel like you can kind of, of course you don't always want to be comfortable within your, spiritual growing process, but really your rituals, you don't need to follow anybody's direction in that. If you want to, you can, but I think it's more important that it's more personal to you. So let's see here. Did she ask a question, Sunshine? I'll just give her a general reading if I don't see a question here. So this one's for you, Sunshine. Might as well put your name up there. Just waiting for. Yeah, I'll get to you, Christy. No problem. Of course. So if you have a question, I'm going to give you a couple more seconds to ask it in the comments. If not, then I will just give you a general. Message. You just want a general message? Okay. This is the tracker, so it seems like a lot of forward movement. It's like you see that river that's carving out that Grand Canyon. I think that's the Grand Canyon. Excuse me. This is like that tracker. This is you kind of that forward movement and being able to kind of carve out a space for yourself. So you may be kind of working on establishing yourself a little bit more. This could be through career, kind of the start of something new, which is a good idea if you're pivoting or if you're kind of making some changes that you're going to kind of phase into. I feel like that's a good direction. So you have the momentum flowing in your direction and flowing for you. Understand you can't force it, and you don't want to force it to go in any way or another. Like I feel like you're kind of being that like a river, right? It's gonna follow a certain path. So don't make things too hard on on yourself. Don't basically allow yourself to kind of flow the path of least resistance. Really, I mean, a lot of times we want to say, yeah, sometimes the hard way is the easy way. A lot of times it is, but I feel like in the situation or the position you're in right now, allow your life to flow a little bit more freely and not trying to control it so much. Allow it to kind of, it'll push you in certain directions, and then you'll know how to act, what reaction to take to that, or how to kind of help that momentum along. Right? You'll know the right direction, but don't try to force it all. So that is your card, the Tracker, Sunshine. Yeah, cooking blog during this. There you go. I mean, why just during this quarantine? Why not always do it? Right? Could be a whole new career if that's what you liked. Yeah, just keep it simple and let the universe kind of work with you. All right, who do we have next? That's awesome, Christy. So you went home. Very, very cool. Very good. I knew he would, but still concern. You still have concern about it. That's pretty cool. Queen Star Sophia says, I was talking to a man on the astral last night that I see on my walks. Who is he? Feels like more like a guide. He's more like giving you directions. Like he's that type of a guide. Like I don't feel like he's there all the time, but wherever you're visiting in the astral world, in the ethers, I do feel like this person is kind of trying to direct you in the right place. Like I'm seeing, like he sees you as being lost or not knowing which direction. And a lot of times when you do go under and you do go on astral projection, unless you have a specific target, you will be led where you're, what's pertinent to you, like what you need to know at that time, or what you should know at whatever time you're doing it, right? So I feel like he is like he's benevolent. I feel like he's benevolent. He's not anybody to fear. And he's kind of a shapeshifter. He can change. I mean, we can all do that. In the ethers, we can change to whatever we want to change to. But he does this. This almost seems like it's like his job, kind of helping lost souls, or those that are traveling and not quite knowing where they're headed. I see him just kind of being a guide, like a navigator, help you navigate through. What's that? I think I did. Did I get you, Kathy? Did I answer a question for you, Kathy, yet? I'm not sure. I'm going to get to... let me see. Oh, she's right before her. Is there any other questions? Christy Lewandowski just showed me some love. Thank you, Christy. Thank you very much. Making me red, making me blush. Shucks. All right, I think I am to Christy now, right? Or Kathy. I'm not seeing any other questions. Not today. I think I just answered. I just said hey to you, right? Said hi. Okay. This is a tough one. These are always tough. I'm no stranger to this. Having children that are dealing with it, have dealt with it in the past. So it sucks. I know how that feels. It can really make a person really sick. All right, the tracker. So yeah, they're moving forward. I feel like they will get off of it. Both of them. I just feel like one's going to take a little longer than the other, probably about a year or two longer. Both of them will get off of it. They have to go through certain stages in their life. They haven't fully understood the source of why they're doing it so much, right? Or why they're gravitating to that. So it's really more the process they're going through. But I feel like over the next 3 years, I think you will see one of them sober up. And then shortly after that, within a couple of years, you'll see the other sober up. So yes, both of them will get to a place where they're sober and they're free from that. But it is free will, like you said. And that, if you're asking if it was free will, it is them using their free will. But their free will teach them. We learn best through our hardest lessons. So, and I feel like they're both pretty protected spiritually, as long as they don't go too far over the edge. I feel like they do still have, spirit always has our back if we want it. But I feel like both of them are kind of, when you're a kid, you can kind of pretty much do anything. I know I did. I did some weird, stupid, crazy things when I was a kid. Just doing, kids like blowing things up, and we used to make little bombs when we were kids before we knew what we were doing. I was like 12. What I'm getting at is, when you're a kid, you're kind of feel like you're always protected. As you get older, it doesn't feel as much that way, but I do feel like they do have that spirit watching over them, and kind of helping guide them, even though they're taking wrong steps. Their conscience or their higher selves are very loud right now. All right. Now to Christy. She's been shuffling it for a while here, so. Nature spirits, are you getting out? Are you? This really, literally, that's the message I get, is kind of being able to get in touch with nature. You need that grounding, or it will help. So maybe some nature walks or meditations, meditative walks, even just in your neighborhood or somewhere close. Nature is right outside, so I don't feel like you have to go too far. But really reconnecting with the earth, reconnecting with that energy and that resonance that's going on. It will help with your energy just kind of throughout the week. It feels like it's something, when we can kind of connect with that, it'll keep you grounded. So are you getting like small panic attacks lately? I feel like this is something will help kind of ease the anxiety. Aha, bike ride. There you go. Right there. Maybe take some time to stop and just enjoy. Don't do anything. Just be. Just sit there with the boys. If they will do that, they probably won't. But you'll have time to do that for yourself. Just appreciate everything around you. So have fun. All right. Is there anybody else I missed before I let everybody go? You're not a lost soul, Sophia. Just if you're lost in the ethers, like I get lost in the ethers sometimes. It's more about just kind of finding a target. I feel like they're directing you. Like when I visit the inner earth, right? When I astral project to the inner earth, I always have like this, they look like a slee stack, right? From you guys ever seen Land of the Lost? That's the best way I can explain it from what I see. And they're kind of a guide, like for there. Right? You get like these emissaries or these people that are kind of go-betweens that will talk to you on the through the ethers. So this person seems like a guide. They're trying to show you something. They're trying to lead you somewhere. I don't feel like you need to be afraid of it at all. I don't think you are, but all right, guys. Well, thank you very much. Oh, Sandy DeLisi still. If you guys, anybody that I've already answered a question, and Miriam, right? You have a great Sunday too. Okay, I've got two more then. Miriam, what did you ask? I know I've seen your name in here. Huh?
Says, what will my person's next steps towards me be?
My person's next steps towards me be? Like your significant other? Is that what you mean, Miriam? I hope that's what you mean. That's what I'm focusing on right now. What's that? Yeah, for X. New angles. So as what I get with the Sweat Lodge is he's going to approach you, and he's going to approach you in a different way. So this might be something you've asked for, but I feel like he has some time. You know, the Sweat Lodge is all basically about finding new understanding, you know, really going through certain things. That's what the whole, you know, I mean, I'm not Native American, so I'm just going from what I've learned. Well, what it represents to me is finding yourself, like finding out more about yourself through stressful conditions. And I think that's what's happened is kind of the stressful conditions he's been through over the last few years. It's not just this current situation, but he's come to a point where he's kind of looked at things in a different way and not fought them so much. So I feel like he's going to come back in a much better way, or a much more positive way. So it does feel like kind of winning your heart back. So he's your ex. Okay. How long have you guys been? Well, we'll not get into that because I've got a couple more questions. But and Sandy, you just won it. Wait, I think I missed one in here too. Let me see. Oh yeah, Aubrey. So you're asking, okay, your grandmother passed away. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'm reading it right now. You spent 4 days with her. That's awesome, though. That's good. I mean, she loved that. I mean, I feel like right before I draw any cards, I mean, I feel like that there was a very strong connection made or bonding going on at that time. So she did appreciate it. I think for her to be here any longer, she would have suffered more or felt it, you know. But I do feel like she truly appreciated that. She truly does, and I feel like she's showing her gratitude and love, like this kind of warm feeling in the heart. That's what I'm picking up. She's really warming the heart right now. So that is kind of a message of appreciation and just sending love to you. But I do feel like it was her time. This is what she's telling me is this was her time to transition and ascend. And she does have a higher understanding. And now she's kind of telling me, now I can see everything you do, like as a joke, like she's kind of just messing around a little bit. She doesn't, they don't do it. It doesn't work that way, but yeah, she is saying, yes, I do watch over you, so I can see. So was your grandma kind of a cheeky that way? Like if she wanted to get a point across, maybe used it more as kind of teasing or, yeah, a little ribbing is what I'm picking up. Like maybe like kind of some dry, like using humor. All right, Aubrey, let me see here. Let's move on to Nadine, or wait, no. Hey, Oh, your love life. Yeah, connection 6 years. Childhood trauma. Like, I feel like a lot of this has kind of brought him to a point where he's, yeah, Miriam, where he's like reflected. He's kind of been through that like sweat lodge, really been pushed so far that he's kind of given up or given in and allow that new information to come in, which is more about accountability or him looking at himself and seeing where he went wrong and making changes. So when he does, like, that's what I feel like is he's going to approach you with like a totally different way. Still him, still his personality, a lot less angry though. He's let go of a lot of that, like as far as the anger connected to it. I see you, Tarot TV. For Tia. Thank you for being here again, too. All right, Sandy. Your love life. All right, so you got the Walking in Beauty card. And what this card represents to me is really being able to have that confidence to put yourself out there some more. As far as love goes. So if whether you're with someone or you're seeking someone new, really putting yourself into that vibe, right? With other people, meeting other people, making new connections. That seems to be the message for you right now is peacock a little bit, right? Strut your stuff a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that. Be confident in yourself, confident in your beauty, walk in your beauty. Tina, yeah. What's that? I know. Your friends call you Teapot. Huh? You're welcome, Sandy. All right, one more. I'm going to do for Tina here. It's funny. Do you like tea, Tina? Is that why do they call you Teapot? Just because you're Tina? I've never heard that as a nickname before. Did you have a specific question or you just want me to give you a general read? Eric told me he loved me and missed me and me and stuff, and then want to talk to me next time he see me, what he has to tell me. Oh, okay. Spirit of the earth. So as far as pertaining to your question, what I get here is like holding strong, right? Like, is he an earth sign? Like, I feel like he's acting like an earth sign, like he's kind of being stubborn or not as forthcoming with what he should be. Pay attention to small gestures and small, like I feel like he gives you a little bit. Those are big deal. Those are a big deal for him. Like, he's actually taking some steps to open up more, be more expressive, but he's doing it very slowly or not as much, not even half as much as you would do it, right? So I feel like you want to keep him, allow him to keep kind of divulging things, but don't force it. If you force it, he's going to kind of close back up. So you've got him at this place where I feel like he's going to be more open with you. He is going to, like, I feel like what he's going to tell you immediately, it's more like something that will make you feel loved. So it could just be, I love you, or I miss you, or missed you. More of what he's already told you. But I think that's what it is. It's really him acknowledging you and acknowledging and letting you know how he feels. That's the hardest part for him. I think he does it in a physical way. Like, I feel like you kind of just know, but he knows that more needs to be done. Like, the communication is just as much of a part of it as everything else. Well, that's good. All right, Tina. Well, thank you very much. Thank you all for being here. I will be back on next Sunday to do some more readings about the same time. And I have a couple other shows going, or we're trying to do a shamanic journeys where we just bring on different people, energy workers, light workers, and we just have discussions about whatever topics we're talking about, or what, whatever topics or things are going on at the time, or and learning from them. Really, you kind of learn everybody's techniques and how they do things, and hopefully it can help some of you out there. But I hope you all liked the session today. You guys have a great week, and I will see you soon. Much love to all of you. Peace.